Welcome back, future masterminds. Today, we are diving deep, and I mean deep, into one of the most misunderstood concepts in productivity and mental peace. This is the full, unabridged exploration of why your brain refuses to shut up when you need it to. We're talking about the relentless hum of unfinished tasks. That nagging thought that pops up at 3 a.m., keeping you awake and wired. The scientific term for this phenomenon is the Zeigarn effect. It's not a flaw in your focus, it's how your brain is wired to seek closure. Simply put, your brain hates open loops. It remembers things that are incomplete far better than things that are finished. Think about it. You start a book, you read 3 chapters, then you put it down for 2 weeks. Guess what? It's the plot points, the unresolved tension, that keep looping in your mind. Your brain treats every unfinished task, every half-written email, like an unclosed tab on a browser. It keeps refreshing and reminding you of its existence. This constant background processing? It's what we call cognitive load. And when that load is too high, your nervous system doesn't get peace, it gets anxious. The key to mastering this isn't willpower, it's structural intervention. You have to trick your brain into thinking the loop is closed. So, how do we mathematically reduce this cognitive load? The answer is simple, yet profound: brain dumping. What is it? It's taking every single stray thought, every reminder, every "I should do this later," and dumping it onto paper. Why does this work? Because you are moving information from your biological, limited RAM, your working memory, to an external, infinite storage medium, paper. When the thought is written down, your brain gets a signal of completion. It says, okay, this isn't floating around in my consciousness anymore, it's safe here. This isn't just about listing tasks. It's about validating the thought, acknowledging its importance, and then giving it a temporary parking spot. Let's talk psychology here. The core issue is that your brain treats the potential for action as much as the action itself. The moment you write it down, you transform that potential into a concrete item on a list. And lists are contained, they have boundaries. But wait, there's a crucial step that most people skip. Dumping the thoughts isn't enough. You must process them. When you dump it, ask yourself 3 questions immediately. First, is this actionable? Second, does it require my attention right now? Third, what is the absolute smallest next step? If the task is too big, like plan career change, you break it down. The smallest next step might be, open Google Docs and write 3 bullet points. This technique is called chunking. You are giving your brain a tiny, solvable problem instead of an existential dread project. It's fundamentally comforting to the prefrontal cortex. Let's talk about the emotional component. Often, these open loops aren't just tasks, they are unresolved emotions or decisions we are avoiding. If you find yourself obsessing over a "what if I said X," or "if I should have done Y," the brain dump needs to be a thought dump. You write out the narrative. Writing it down externalizes the emotion. It moves from a chaotic internal monologue to structured ink on paper. This creates immediate psychological distance. Remember, the goal isn't to solve everything immediately. The goal is simply to acknowledge and contain the information so your background mental RAM can finally breathe. I want you to implement this tonight. Before you close your eyes, take 10 minutes. Grab that notebook. Don't filter. Just write until the pen feels heavy. This act is an act of self-respect. You are telling your brain, I see you. I hear you. We will deal with this tomorrow, when we are rested. The Zeigarn effect is powerful. It's your brain's natural alarm system, designed to ensure survival by remembering threats or incomplete missions. But in modern life, we are constantly giving our brains false alarms, unfinished tasks that don't actually threaten our survival. By systematically closing these loops, by dumping and processing, you are essentially retraining your brain. You are teaching it that the threat level is low, because everything is contained. Remember the difference between a thinking about and a doing. Thinking is passive, doing is active. Your goal is to transition from endless thinking loops to contained, actionable steps. And finally, be patient with yourself. This is not a one-time fix. It's a skill of consistent mental hygiene. Start small. 1 list tonight. 1 micro step tomorrow. Consistency is the ultimate key to unlocking true mental peace and focus. Master the open loop, and you master your focus. You gain back hours of deep, restorative sleep, and crystal clear mental bandwidth for what truly matters. Now go forth, future masterminds. Close those loops. And reclaim your peace.